MotoGP wins, 8 pole positions, right back in the championship hunt. So the summer break approaches. This is the halfway stage of this magnificent MotoGP season. We're in Germany, 30 laps of the Sachsenring.
Petrucci got away exceptionally well from the middle of that front row of the grid. So did Marquez. Danny Pedrosa up the inside of Petrucci. Marquez, though, will get the whole shot. It's a Repsol Honda 1-2. Lorenzo forcing his way back now from Valentino Rossi. The two Italians had that great fight for the win 7 days ago in Assen.
Up the hill they come, up towards through 8, 9 and 10. 2 more left-handers, then the fast 125 mile an hour, turn 11 right-hander, and damn!
Aleix Espargaro now looking to attack Valentino Rossi on the brakes, and he's made it through. Aleix Espargaro hard charging on that Aprilia, but he's running way a bit too hot. Rossi can fight straight back. They've only picked up 1 place on that opening lap here in the Sachsenring.
The 2 Hondas at the front are just beginning to prize open a little bit of an advantage. It's Marquez and Pedrosa. Between them, they have won 8 MotoGP.
So, Marquez and Pedrosa leading the way. Quickest man last time around was Jonas Folger, a 1:21.879. So there'll be a ride-through penalty for Hector Barbera, not the way he wanted to go into the summer break. The man to keep an eye on is Folger. He's setting a pretty hot pace out there right now.
And he's getting, not desperate, but he really knows
It's going to be a brave move at turn number 8. He makes it. That is really, really ambitious and really brave. And he's pulled it off Jonas Folger. So he's up into 3rd place, now starting the chase down on the...
We ride with Valentino Rossi. That is Cal Crutchlow just behind him. Rossi 6th, Crutchlow in 7th place. This is still the very early stages of the race, still 26.5 laps to go.
You can just see there at the back of your picture, Dovizioso got through on Aleix Espargaro at the Omega corner. So Dovizioso starting his charge towards the front pack. Pedrosa at turn 12, but Rossi under intense pressure here from Cal Crutchlow.
You can hear the crowd urging on Folger, and there they are, coming into turn 13, and Folger now right on the rear wheel of Danny Pedrosa. May have a little nibble in his copybook with a 4.
Last time around, Folger was 0.4 of a second faster than Marquez and Pedrosa in front of him. He's flying the flag for the Monza Yamaha Tech 3 team. His teammate Johan Zarco really suffering. He's back down in 17th place at the moment, Zarco.
There is Petrucci. Lorenzo coming under pressure from both Valentino Rossi.
Yeah, look at this. Folger might be close enough here on Danny Pedrosa to attack down in the braking zone for turn 12. Will Rossi have a go as well? Folger, yeah, he's done it. He's done it. He's up in a 2nd place. The crowd are going absolutely crazy here in Germany. All 77,343 of them are on their feet.
Well, there may be a few Spaniards in the crowd. It's not. Look a bit further down. Batista, Paul Espargaro, Miller, Iannone, Callio, Baz, Rins, Zarco, Lowe, Smith, Barbara Redding, Abraham and Ribat. 24 riders in the field today. Mika Callio making the 3rd KT.
Folger's leading. Folger leads the German Grand Prix. He's got brilliant drive through turn number 11, and Jonas Folger...
we were going to say, when was the last time a German led a MotoGP race here? I think it was a couple of years ago in those funny conditions that Stefan Bradl led, didn't he?
Yeah, the best ever result by a German in the modern MotoGP era in the Sachsenring was Stefan Bradl when he was 4th place. I think that was back in 2013.
LCR Honda, was he?
When he was on the LCR Honda, yeah. Like that so far this year. It's normally thanks to some heroic performances by Johan Zarco. 2nd race in a week, then we've seen a Monster Yamaha Tech 3 rider lead. It was Johan Zarco at the Dutch TT in Assen last weekend, and now Folger doing all the front running in front of his jubilant home crowd.
Here's the battle for 4th place. Petrucci down towards turn 12. Right on his tail also is Andrea Dovizioso, but listen to the crowd, and he is opening up a little bit of an advantage at the front. Here comes Rossi. He's done it at turn 12, and he's bringing Dovizioso through with him. No, but Rossi now moves up into 5th. Turn 12, we ride with Marquez. Dovizioso through on Rossi, and he's really got his teeth into Danilo Petrucci as well.
Yeah, that means that Dovizioso's got the lead back. Well, he retains the lead in the World Championship. Rossi's having none of it. Straight back up the inside of Dovizioso at the final corner. So now it's going to be advantage Marquez again in the championship, or is it still by 1 point to Dovizioso? Vinales is coming back into contention. Look at Maverick Vinales launching a real late braking move up the inside of Cal.
Up the inside of the Ducati.
Hector Barber.
Well, he's coming. I say that, but Dovizioso tries to get up the inside of him.
Hector Barber didn't come in for his ride-through penalty. The Spaniard's Petrucci, has he found a way through? Yes, he has. He cuts that tight inside line, Ross. There'll be no way back through for Petrucci in that very, very tight, tricky downhill first corner. So now Rossi
from Marquez. Is Marquez close enough? Perhaps have a look at him down at turn 12 through this magnificent turn 11. 125 miles an hour. Hold your stomach. Plunge downhill. It's not close enough this time round. When they cross the line, there'll still be 20 laps to go. We're only at 1/3 distance.
In fact, Pedrosa's dropped 2 seconds behind Jonas Folger now. Rossi 3.4 seconds behind Pedrosa. Dovizioso's going to move up the inside of Petrucci. Petrucci's getting picked off on the brakes down the first corner as Marquez is back in the lead.
Marquez leads away. I would imagine it was at turn 1, wouldn't you? That's where he's so good on the brakes. Now, this is the real race. Well, Marquez leads away, but Folger closes up on him once again. But Marquez has retaken the lead in the World Championship. Here comes Maverick Vinales on Lorenzo.
Folger and Marquez with a complete class of their own. They're the only riders at the moment lapping in the 121s. Folger really struggling.
These are important points for Maverick Vinales. He has reached a little bit of a gap now. This is a superb battle going on, though. Well, for 4th place, Valentino Rossi still leads the way in that particular battle.
Petrucci keeps being picked off. He's now back in 7th place. Aleix Espargaro up into 6th. He said he's got the best dry pace of the year. Is he close enough for a lunge up the inside of Dovizioso down turn 12? Not quite this time around, but Aleix Espargaro looks so confident and comfortable on that factory Aprilia.
Dovizioso is desperate to get past Rossi. It's not going to be easy, and while he's
taken Dovizioso, but he's gone in hot. He went in hot at turn number 1, so he took 5th place for about half a second. Ran it a fraction too hot on the brakes. Dovizioso sweeps straight back through.
This is down at the Omega curve. 17 3/4 laps to go. Maverick Vinales now up into 8th place.
First ever MotoGP victory, but he doesn't want to throw away as well a first ever MotoGP podium. It's a real catch-22 situation for Folger.
Yeah, I would think you push and push and push, but when you start to feel problems arriving, you arrive at a time you think, that is enough. There you go. The king of the Sachsenring in the 5th place. Desperate old weekend for Sam Lowes, isn't it? At the front, Folger is not letting Marquez get away.
He picks up Aleix Espargaro. That was really super aggressive by Petrucci, and he's taken that place back. We're on board now with Vinales. Will he move up now into 6th place?
He has. We've got to keep an eye on Vinales. He is absolutely flying at the moment. He's got past Petrucci. Petrucci did a great job for him, didn't he, on Aleix Espargaro? He just opened up the...
Look at this. Yep, thank you very much. I'm coming through. Danilo Petrucci, he is a big old boy. He can make himself pretty wide on that private Ducati.
Yeah. It'd be quite a force to stop, wouldn't he? Back at the front, Marquez still leads the way. Is he just opening up a little bit of an advantage over Folger? No, I don't think really he is.
Bit of beating up himself, hasn't he? It's been a typical all-action ride by Petrucci.
A bit like a local derby out there, isn't he? Yeah. A fair bit going on, but not a lot of progress being made at the moment.
Credit to Marquez and tease from Petrucci.
I reckon Vinales fancies at least a 4th place, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah. Massive World Championship points up for grabs. The 2 men in front of him, Valentino Rossi and Andrea Dovizioso, 2 of his closest championship rivals. These are pivotal moments in the outcome of the World Championship. Espargaro there made it stick for 7th place. He just parked that Ducati in the middle of turn 1. Aleix Espargaro just had nowhere to go. It was the classic turn 1 block pass from Bautista.
He's all over the rear wheel of the Ducati. Is Maverick Vinales on Andrea Dovizioso. Remember, it was the other way around in Assen when Vinales went down. Dovizioso did a really good job of it. The front, Marquez and Folger still fighting out. We switch back now to Dovizioso. There is Vinales right behind him as they come up through turns 5 and 6. He's gone wide and
he's up Rossi, he's up the inside of Rossi. That's why Dovizioso was cutting an inside line, because he's taken 4th place from Rossi.
We didn't see Valentino Rossi till he was past him, did we? Up at turn 13, and Dovizioso now up into 4th place. Here is Rossi. Rossi will fight back immediately, we know.
So we'll have that inside line through turn number 2, so he just clings on to 5th place.
Oh, the best riders in the world putting on another absolutely superb
Keep a close eye on Alvaro Bautista in 7th place, because he's running sensational pace in 7th. He's just edging ever so closer to that.
I think it was a bit wise to that situation that time round.
He needs to be an old warhorse. Vinales up the inside of Dovizioso. That's in turn 13. So Vinales now then has moved up into 5th place, and the two Yamaha men now got the pace to break away from Andrea Dovizioso. There's Bautista and Aleix Espargaro currently in 7th and 8th place, so it's Vinales now ahead of them in the race. He's eked out a lead over half a second over Jonas Folger.
Yeah, I think it's that stage. We're just coming up to 2/3 distance. Let's see what he can do. Let's see if I can start opening up the gap. Big couple of laps for the race and for Jonas Folger.
Vinales is through on Rossi. Vinales has taken Rossi at the final corner. He did it last time around on Andrea Dovizioso.
Rossi will come back at him, you know he will. They come through 13. Rossi, important World Championship point, but it doesn't make for the most exciting afternoon of your life, does it?
No, in terms of Marquez and Folger ahead of him, Danny Pedrosa is just about 3 or 4 tenths. He'll be praying. He won't know what's going on here, but if Bautista can pick off the likes of Dovizioso and Rossi, that's taking more crucial points away from Marquez's championship rivals. Bautista looking so below 123s. All of a sudden, he's a full second off of the best pace, trying to keep himself in that podium battle. Santi Hernandez, that's what it's like to be watching your man holding off a home crowd favourite in the German Grand Prix. It's pretty tense out there right now, but Petrucci's really suffering. He's just run out of grip. He chewed up those tyres trying to stay.
Now, Folger's made a couple of mistakes at the turn, but back to the battle for 4th. Vinales, Rossi, Dovizioso, Bautista on the charge. Is he going to try and get up the inside? He's not close enough. Then we had a look at Aleix.
He's through on Dovizioso. Bautista, he's gone through. Has he made it stick? Yeah. Behind Marquez and Rossi, just 10 points off the pace heading into the second half of the season, but it could all chop and change in the final 7.
There is Pedrosa through turn 1. Vinales, Rossi, Bautista, Dovizioso, Aleix Espargaro, Cal Crutchlow. We've got a first real glimpse in the race there of Johan Zarco.
Zarco was way down in 17th place for much of the race. Petrucci can't find his way back into the 120 from
Andre Iannone.
Lorenzo gambled with that soft rear tyre. It hasn't paid off at all. He got a really good start, found himself up in the 3rd place very early on, but since then he's dropped back through the field like a stone.
Iannone and Lorenzo.
You won't want to be surrendering too many World Championship points.
There's Danilo Petrucci. I think he gave it all at the start of the race, and that has caused
the gap down to 1/10 of a second. Folger through sector 3 on this lap was 2 tenths faster than Marquez.
He's really good for these last 2 sectors, is Jonas Folger. Marquez is excellent down into turn 1, and that's where Folger has made a couple of mistakes. One that let actually Marquez Jonas Folger.
Oh, Andrea Iannone's crashed. He was fighting with Jorge Lorenzo. That's a big fall. That looks like it's down the bottom of the hill. Is it turn 12? It is.
Oh.
That looks like a front-end washout for Andrea Iannone. Yet another front-end crash on the factory Suzuki. Well, he was well wide there, in too hot. Yeah, the championship points at stake.
Alvaro Bautista having a great ride in 6th place. He's still in front of
Dovizioso struggling. I think Aleix Espargaro's going to move up the inside of him at turn 1. He is. So Dovizioso loses yet another place. Andrea Dovizioso's running to grip pitch, and again Aleix Espargaro can't stop the Aprilia on the brakes at the first corner.
Important. There is 3.5 laps to go. Up the hill they come once again through 9 and 10.
Got to say, the mistakes at the front of this race have been made by Folger. Marquez has ridden an absolutely picture-perfect race, except by these two. Nobody else in this Grand Prix has been able to live with the rhythm of Marquez and Folger, but is Marquez just making a crucial break?
Yeah, I think he's broken him, Matt, with 2 3/4 laps to go. Perhaps Folger's just felt a few problems. Is it at turn 1 once again where he has made the mistake?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that nothing out there, Jonas Folger.
And he doesn't want to spoil it now, does he?
No, absolutely.
The ride of his life.
Well, with 2 laps to go, you're not going to personal best lap of the race. And Folger, last time around, couldn't live with it. He was 1.2 seconds slower than Marquez. He's made that crucial break. It's going to be an 8th wonder here for Marquez, potentially.
There's Cal Crutchlow fighting it out with Zarco. Zarco has now got past Crutchlow up into 9th place.
Absolutely fantastic job to keep Marquez honest for the majority of this race, but he's just run out of grip and pace at the end of the race.
Here he is down at turn 12, and we have, for the third race in succession, a new leader in the World Championship. First time this season that
He streaked away from Alessi Spargo, and Andrea Dovizioso really run out of grip. Andrea Dovizioso's got to be careful because he might be hunted down.
The German, just his 9th ride in the Motogp World Championship, and he ran it all the way with a man that's chasing his 8th successive victory here. Through turn 11 for the last time for Marquez.
Yeah, it's been a great 8 for Marquez. Jonas Folger, the crowd giving Marquez a generous round of applause. They'll be delighted to see Jonas Folger take a career first podium finish, but Marquez has been absolutely untouchable today.
Salute the new leader of the 2017 World Championship. The world champion Marquez wins here in the Sachsenring.
A brilliant career first Motogp podium finish for Jonas Folger, to the delight of nearly 80,000 fans here at the Sachsenring. Danny Pedrosa comes over the line in a very lonely 3rd place for Jerman.
What an end to the first half of this incredible 2017 MotoGP season. The 2nd win of the year for Marc Marquez. Valentino Rossi, 5th place. He's still right in the hunt.
Marc Marquez letting off himself on the big screens.
What a year it's been for Tech 3, because we had Zarco second at his home Grand Prix, and now we've got Folger second at his home.
What a record he's got here. 8 wins in a row, all from pole position. Incredible.
Big shake of the hand there for Jonas Folger by Valentino Rossi. I don't think Rossi's too disappointed. 10 points.